Hey, what's going on, everyone? Mano here. We're back inside of Destiny with your weekly vendor reset video for August 15th, 2017. We're going to find all the great gear that you can pick up so Gaul can blow it up in 3 weeks. Going over to the Crucible Quartermaster, the Palindrome is okay, but not great. Seen much better rolls. I'm not even really going to go over it. I wouldn't even really recommend anything of the Crucible Quartermaster. Probably the thing that I would recommend maybe the most is the B29 Party Favor. It's got Reflex, Quick Draw, OEG, Secret Round, Take a Knee, Small Bore, Appended Magazine, and Head Seeker. Head Seeker plus Small Bore, and I guess Take a Knee. I'm not a big fan of Secret Round. That would be pretty decent. Otherwise, really, the Crucible Quartermaster does not have that much this week. I'm very surprised. Usually there's at least 1 or 2 really good items there, and honestly, this week I don't feel like there's anything solid there. Everything good that I've seen this week is actually over at Future War Cult, which we're going to check out here in a second. We have 1 or 2 decent items, if I can learn how to jump. We have 1 or 2 decent items over at the Vanguard Quartermaster as well, but honestly, I was really surprised because Crucible Quartermaster usually has 1 or 2 really solid items. So going over here, first of all, to the Vanguard Quartermaster, we have got a pretty good Parthian shot, if memory serves. Yeah, the Parthian shot's okay for people who like this archetype. It's got Red Dot, ORA 2, plus Quick Draw, plus OEG Rifle Scope, Eye of the Storm, Take a Knee, Small Bore for a nice little range and stability boost with Lightweight and Rangefinder. With the range boost and the stability boost there, I think you could use that weapon and be in a pretty good spot. This Continental is interesting because it's got glass half full and hand-laid stock and rifled barrel. There are some choices there. Spray and play with Grenadier, MD Reflex, Sure Shot IS, and OEG. It's okay. I would say give it a try if you want to give it a run. The Angel's Advocate is okay, maybe for PvE, but it doesn't have explosive rounds, so I'm really passing on it this week. Going on over, How Dare You does have Luck in the Chamber, but because its range stat is so poor to begin with, even though it's got Reinforced Barrel here, it really can't save you. So if you're looking for a really good weapon to get, I would say save your marks for something else. Now, the TEACUP Tempest is actually decent if you can get 1 kill. It's got Steady Hand IS, Fast Draw IS, Quick Draw, Zen Moment, Crowd Control, Snapshot, High Caliber Rounds, and Reactive Reload. If you can chain Reactive Reload with High Caliber Rounds and Crowd Control, if you can get 1 kill and get a reload, you'll be doing tons of damage. So that's actually a decent pickup this week over at the Vanguard Quartermaster. Going over to Dead Orbit, very surprised that there really aren't more things here that are better. But again, since we're almost out of Destiny 1 in the first place, it's not really a big, huge deal. Again, this has got Small Bore, Glass Half Full, Hot Swap, Snapshot, Armor Piercing Rounds, Reflex, Quick Draw IS, OEG. It's okay if you want to experiment with it. It's actually a pretty decent roll this week. Not great, but pretty good. The Keystone is okay for PvE because it has Triple Tap, Zen Moment, Small Bore, Armor Piercing Rounds, Lightweight, MD Reflex, Focused Lens, and OEG Rifle Scope, but I wouldn't recommend it for most activities just because, again, it doesn't have explosive rounds. And really, that's it from Dead Orbit. Not very happy with what they've got. Like I said before, Future War Cult's where it's at this week if you want to pick up some weapons. Going up here, we've got quite a few items that actually are pretty decent. We've got a good Whale with explosive rounds that actually boosts the range stat quite a bit. And then you can put on Small Bore or Outlaw, your choice, and then Reactive Reload with Lightweight, True Sight IS, Fast Draw IS, and Quick Draw IS. This would actually be a decent roll this week. I'd say go ahead and pick this one up if you're interested in trying out that gun before Destiny 1 leaves us. The Waltz is actually in a good spot too. It's got Perfect Balance, High Caliber Rounds, Rodeo, Eye of the Storm, Lightweight, Reflex, Quick Draw IS, OEG. So all decent rolls there. We also have a nice weighting for those fusion rifle users. It's got Rangefinder with Hammer Forged, knee pads, hip fire, and accelerated coils. Lots of a lot of variety of choices. So I feel like you could do some good work there. MD Reflex, Red Dot, ORA, and OEG. Going on down the line, we also have a pretty nice Wounded that would be good, I think, for PvP if you can chain some kills together at a distance. Crowd Control, Hammer Forged, Unflinching, High Caliber Rounds, Full Auto, Red Dot ORA 2, Focus Lens, FLA 5, and OEG. The Wormwood's not really anything to write home about this week, so I'm going to go ahead and pass on that as we make our way over to New Monarchy and cover our Tier 12 items. Talking about our Tier 12 items, those are pieces of gear that you can pick up that are actually going to get you Tier 12 on your abilities while we can still edit those things. We are going to have some of those things in Destiny 2, guys. I know a lot of people were like, well, we can't boost our supers, we can't boost how fast we get our grenades. There are going to be perks like that on our armor, but they're not going to be staggered, for example, like on our different characters, like intellect, discipline, and strength. They're going to just be, you know, basically some builds that we're going to be able to take a look at, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't done videos on a lot of it. I've waited to do a lot of videos, mostly just because we don't really know, because there are a lot of test builds out there, so just don't get crazy with all the people who are making a bunch of videos saying that they know exactly what's going to happen, because we're not going to know what's going to happen until September 6th. Okay, Tier 12 gear. We've got a Titan Mark over at the Vanguard Scout. That's over in the Iron Temple, which is a discipline and strength roll, which is 100%. Go pick that up. That thing is a beauty. The Hunter Vanguard has got a Intellect Discipline Ghost, if you want to go pick that up. That's going to be a nice piece for you. In addition, we've got a Warlock Bond over at the House of Judgment, as well as the Kills Mark over at the House of Judgment. Very nice rolls over there for anything that you're looking for Tier 12. And the Speaker has got a Sunsinger's Bond, which is discipline and strength, which is a perfect roll as well. Other than that, the armor is all going to be Tier 11 or worse. So couple of bonds, couple of ghosts, things like that. So if you want to pick those up before Destiny 2 comes, you can do that. Again, I skip the Assembly 2 pretty much every week because it just does not have any decent range. I've never seen it with a decent range or stability stat, so I would just go ahead and pass on that. Moving on down the line, again, Free Will, I'd say pass just looking at it. The Impeacher is one I always like to look at if it's got any kind of a range boost. It does have reactive reload, but with no items here to boost range, I think it's a pass. Unfortunately, New Monarchy kind of got the short end of the stick on a lot of this. The Deposition is actually not in a bad spot if you're interested. I do like using Ambush SLH-25. There was a good roll on this last week too. It's got Wildhawk SLS-20 as well as Eagle Eye. I always prefer Ambush with explosive rounds, lightweight, small bore, triple tap, and Firefly. Could be a lot of fun to use if you do like those high rate of fire sniper rifles. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for us this week. I do appreciate you guys checking out the vendor videos. Probably the week before Destiny 2 comes out, I might not make any content and just focus on Destiny 2 stuff. I've kind of been waiting to put out a lot of Destiny 2 content, but mostly because my voice has kind of been out of commission for about a week or two, so I'm just kind of resting it up, and I've been drinking a lot of water just to make sure that everything is good to go. But if you did enjoy something in this video, positive rating is greatly appreciated. If you didn't like the video, you probably know where that button is too. But if you did like the video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you stay up to date with all the Destiny 2 content that is real and not clickbait. Make sure you check out the Twitch channel plus the Manoverse clan. I'm gonna have more information on that in a video coming up here in a day or two about ways you can join an awesome Destiny 2 clan if you have not joined one. We are currently taking applications for people who want to come on in, and you can find more information at twitch.tv/manodester777. Make sure you join our Discord and come have a great time, and guys, I will see you next time in the universe of Destiny.